And I want to talk to you guys continuously about what we've been. I want to talk to you guys continuously about what we talked about yesterday, which was I got a lot of feedback. You guys love the conversation of goal setting. I do too. I mean, it never gets old because I always have new goals. So I see totally. And I love seeing how people reach their goals. And my favorite thing that I've actually experienced in life is to be able to work next to some super, super pretty cool, amazing people. They've done some amazing things in life. And the way that they achieve their goals is pretty much the same. And you guys, half of it is just mindset, believing that you can actually do it. Hey, Sharon, believing that you can actually do it is half the battle. Because the average person, we set goals and it's like, it's exciting to set the goal because there's a little possibility, there's vision, there's dream, there's excitement. And then when it's actually by yourself time and it's time for you to go forth and do things, it gets scary because you're by yourself, you don't really believe, you start hearing all the self-doubt, you start seeing, something happens that shakes you up and puts you in disbelief. Circumstance happens, you lose a loved one or something happens, and then your goals are tested. And I want to talk to you today about the fact that your goals will be tested. Your dreams, your visions, your plans should all coincide. And these things are going to be tested, you guys. And so it's interesting because a lot of times we stop something because of the test. And the test is simply a test of your faith. You're going to always have a test that was greater than the last test because you're just showing faith. A test is for faith. Like God is saying, okay, let's see where you at, right? And if you love God and believe in God and trust God, you have to know that everything is working out for you. Everything is working out for you. Even in turbulent times, everything is working out for you. I want you guys to type that into the chat. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything, even the tough moments, even the moments where you have to cut something off or release something or change a habit or, stop doing something that was really, really enjoyable. Everything is working out for you. And what I've been learning in this season is that there's a lot of things that have been coming my way that are good. They are really good. They are really, really good. But and I feel like some of the things that have come my way, like I need this thing, I need this thing, I need this person, I need this, right? And God's like, yeah, no, that's not in alignment for whatever I have for you. So no, gonna cut it away. And so it's interesting because your goals and your vision, they also dictate what should or shouldn't be in your life. That's huge. Your goals, your vision, your dreams, they begin to dictate what should or should not be in your life. And the interesting part about this is that you always have choice. And so what I've noticed is that it's so easy to fill our space and our time. And it's when you really begin to get into your goals and your dreams, when you really begin to seek purpose and seek in everything, right? Because I don't think purpose is one thing that I think when you're just looking to make sure that everything is in alignment, your goals and your dreams dictate a lot of that. If you don't have goals, so yesterday we talked about clarity, and the uncertainty and frustration comes from lack of clarity or your goals not being written down on paper. So hopefully you went home. Hopefully you stopped the video. Hopefully you gotta have allergies. So I'm like squinting, my nose is tripping, but I didn't want to not show today. So forgive me for my humanness. But hopefully yesterday you wrote your goals down and hopefully you thought about what do I actually want? Maybe you just needed to hear the fact that you didn't have clarity. And so now you were you're in thought of what is it that I actually want, and don't make your goals based on something that you think people are going to be proud of. Like you hear people, I see people in classes sometimes when I have classes, they're saying things and I'm like, what else do you want? Because that ain't what you want. You're saying that because that sounds really good. And you're saying that because maybe, for so long, that was what you were supposed to say. That is what was acceptable in your environment. But I want you to know that you also have choice. And the desires that are deep in your heart, those aren't on accident. The desires that are deep in your heart, those are not on accident. And so you got to pay attention. You got to notice. You got to pay attention. And so yesterday we talked about writing things down. Right, Andrea? Everything is working out for me. Yesterday we talked about writing things down. And I pray that you do. We looked at the fact that, what did it say, 3%? Let me go look it up. It was 3% of people write their goals. Let's see. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, 3% of Americans have written goals, and less than 1% review and rewrite their goals. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Like literally, that's bad. That is so bad. You guys, I have allergies this morning. All morning. Oh, and yesterday. It was crazy. So listen, 3% of people. That's crazy. And I showed you guys yesterday on my wall all of the things that I want to accomplish and where I want. And that's not even nothing. Like that's not even, because God's plans are always bigger than mine. But I gotta have something. You know, a lot of times, especially church people, they love to not plan because they be like, God's gonna work it out. But your job, you're like, God gives you diligence. You're supposed to have these certain skills, discipline. You're supposed to be minding your business. You're supposed to be managing your life, managing all of the things coming in and out of your life. And so you have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're found all over the place. And then anything goes. And when anything goes, you get distracted. And there's sexy distractions. There are a lot of distractions that are really, really sexy. There are a lot of distractions that really feel like a need, and it's just not. It's not. But when you don't have clear goals written out, you could mistake something and it could get you off track. And what does it cost? When I'm off track, it costs me something. It slows down me getting to that point where I should be. Like, it's too much. You got to get to a place where you don't want to just be doing any and everything. That's when transformation really begins to happen. That's when you really begin to get convicted. You start thinking twice. You start going, you know what? This is a little painful, but I see the bigger picture. And so I've got to make a different choice. That's when you're willing to sacrifice. Sacrificing sometimes feel like pain because you're focusing on what you have to give up instead of focusing on what you're gaining as a result. And so if we could get into the mind frame of getting clear, hey guys, you guys coming in. If we could get into the mind frame of just getting clear, getting certain about what we want, unapologetic, be bold about it, and then go about your day making sure that everything lines up with where the thing that you want right now. Energy grows where energy goes. Now, what are some reasons why we wouldn't go after our goals with vengeance, with that excitement, with that urgency? What are some reasons why you haven't? Answer me. I know some reasons why I haven't, but I'm asking you, what are some reasons why we would stall and not go after our goals with urgency, with just, you know what I'm saying, like hunger? What are some reasons why you wouldn't do so? Let's see if you guys are awake this morning, because you know I ain't the only one talking. That's not what we do here. It is a conversation that we are having, you and I. I see you guys saying, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Crystal? What up with it? I love it. Sharon, I love you. I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever. How are we in the same city? Fear, right. I see you guys, fear. One of the reasons that we don't, do whatever it is that we should be doing, you guys, is fear. Lack of belief. And procrastination. We procrastinate because either, like, if there's something that I'm putting off, I know that I don't believe that it's going to happen. There's always just a fear that it's going to work, and then I don't know what's going to happen. It's always something that has nothing to do with anything. Not having the energy, which is true. And you guys, a lot of times when we don't have the energy for something that we say is a goal and a priority, that means you have something going on that you need to correct with self. That's why we always have to live in self-development, because if I don't have the energy to go and be and do and have all the things, the desires of my heart, I need to look at what's draining my energy, right? What's draining my energy? What are time wasters? What am I doing? What am I putting into my body that is literally making me lethargic, right? What am I doing with my time that's taking on? What people are around me that when they come around, I just get drained? So guys, we have to be managers of our environment, of our bodies, of our minds. And so it's one thing to write your goals out, but then you have to look at, who do I need to become in order to bring this to fruition? Working on goal setting right now. LOL, bless you. Thank you. Right. I see you guys. Seriously. And that's the question that always, if I want something, I just say, who do I need to become to make that happen? And before I knew this, what I was doing, that's what I did. When I didn't have a dime and I wanted to start my salon business and I was in beauty school, I started with the end in mind. So I was in beauty school and I was like, okay, when I get out of here, I'm still gonna be the same broke person if I don't do something different right now. And so often in beauty school, people were like, when I get out of school, then I will do this. And I was thinking, well, no, because when I get out of school, I'm gonna be the same. I'm gonna be the same. So no, I've got to change now. And I've got to move all of the doubt and the barriers that tell me, because I'm in beauty school, this isn't the time. They just whatever, like all this negative crap was coming through. And I said, no, when I get out, I want to be the professional that I see in my mind. So now, today, in this hour, who do I need to be so that when I graduate, that is already my reality? Now, this is just an example. You don't have to be in beauty school. This goes for anything that you want. If you desire to have more love in your life, in your friendships, in a relationship, you have to actually be a certain type of person, right? You can't expect love and you don't give love. I've seen so many people, they're not even givers. They never take the time to bless another person just because, with no ulterior motive. And you're looking for love and you're missing it. Like there's something missing. First of all, God is love. Go search God. Go search the word. And you're going to learn that if we're to be like him, he loves unconditionally. He's a giver. And what you give is what you get. So you give a little, you get a little. You give a lot, you get a lot. There are principles to this life that when we just pour to the word, we can literally map out our ideal lives that we desire. But it takes us getting clear on these principles. And anytime we're getting ready, we want to accomplish something. There's a scripture that says, when you get ready to wage war, like, and it's an analogy, but like, you're not gonna you should go seek wise counsel. You should seek people who won wars before, right? You should be seeking people who have done what you want to do, or people who have the characteristics that you desire to have, because there is a mindset that you're missing. There's something in your mental that you need to pick up so that you can become that, right? And so when I was in beauty school, it was a perfect example of who do I want to be, right? And who do I need to be now? Like, okay, I see that future version of me. I believe that that's possible. From today on out, I got to start getting dressed. I got to start, because I would go to beauty school looking like a bum. I would wear big old baggy clothes and I would just be like, I'm just here to get my paperwork. Like, that was my attitude. I had a chip on my shoulder. I act like somebody owed me something, and I'm the one paying to be here. And so I had to realize that I needed to put on my CEO hat while I was in school. I needed to start to learn how to market. I needed to learn business while I was in school, not when I get out. And nobody owes me anything. And that when I get out, whatever happens is up to me. So I had to actually become that person that I saw way in my future. I had to be that person now. And you have the power to be that person that you desire right now. But you don't even know who you need to be if you don't have clear goals, clear vision. Vision and goals dictate the future. Vision and goals dictate the future, okay? They really do. And so your job is to always, and listen, you can change. You can totally change and say, you know what? I had this goal. I thought this is what I wanted. Because what I noticed is even when something changes and shifts, now you should be flip-flopping all over the place. That's a whole other story. But when something shifts and you go forward and you go all in, you give it everything you got, like for real, and not just because you said you gave it everything, but you really did go all in, you're going to learn something that you needed to learn. So everything is always working out for you. Even the pain that you're feeling right now, it's working out for you. There's a lesson. And so you should always look at things in your life as indicators of what do I need to learn next? What is this showing me? What muscle is this building? We talked about this last week, and I believe that you'll talk about it forever. Let me see, you guys. Delay. Good question. Do you think that someone can start a business straight out of beauty school? I did. I literally went right into the salon with no license. I don't condone that, but it's what I did. And I started my business before I was ready, before I had whatever. But I know me. You also have to know thyself. I'm not going, like, I won't starve. Like, I'm not sleeping. I would never go into that, expecting. A lot of people start businesses because it's sexy. Oh, I have a business, and you have no customers. So you have to know yourself. Are you still in school? No, darling. No. This is old. Hi, I'm Lakeisha Michelle. Currently, I work from the internet. I am an online marketer. I also consult, and I also speak and sing and teach at live events. I went to beauty school 2010, 2009 or 2010? 2009, 10, something like that. And within 2 years, built a 6-figure business in the salon. In 2014, sold everything, moved to California, didn't know anyone, did it again, built up a 6-figure business, decided to start my online business, 2017, 2018, created a 6-figure online business. Now it's 2019. Here we are. I love to inspire you guys. I love to share with you guys what's working. And that's it. So, some of you guys are new. Subscribe. You're on my YouTube channel. What's up? Do you think so? Yeah, I definitely think so, because people do it all the time. People start their business before they get out of it. I mean, beauty school is for the government. Like, that's to make sure that people have their license and they're sanitary, and for the state to get their cut, for you to operate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a step that you take to build a business on a solid foundation, to get your license so that you are legit. But business is business. I'm developing my business plan right now, and I have already worked at the Red Door Salon as hair assistant. I'm 15 credits short of my bachelor's in business management. Cool. People are telling me that I should work for someone more first. You just have to know thyself. Like, mentorship is powerful. Because I never went to school for business. I studied business books, but at the end of the day, business is really kind of simple, and you can do a 1-page business model and keep going. I teach that in my class. I don't know my one of the first things we do in my mastermind is you get your business model on paper, and it's a 1-pager to understand who the customer is, how you're reaching them, just the main facts. Because when you're first getting started, your goal is to validate the business idea and the business model, and your goal is to get sales in the door and figure out what the process is, so that you can have a process, so that you're consistently selling, right, and marketing. So it's really not as complicated. Business management, I feel like if I was in college, right, at the end of the day, I could start a business tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to start all over again, it's simple. Yeah, the mastermind is $97 a month, $97 a month. And the skill that most people don't have is selling. Like, you need to know how to sell. And if people feel grimy and people, whatever, if you jump into business and you have a fear of selling, you're in trouble. The average person that talks to me in all the stuff I have, they're scared of selling, but they signed up for a business, and that blows my mind. I knew that I needed to get people, and I always call it get people. I say get people, convert people, keep people. You have to be okay with offering your services and your products, period. You go, girl. You got a lot of good information. Jehovah has blessed you well. Thank you so much. I love God. Don't y'all love God? What's up with you? Yeah, so I think people make business more complicated because it feels sexy, but it's really simple. Come up with a product, okay? Validate that people want the product, okay? Meaning that you need to get people to give you money, not people to give you nods and say, oh my God, that's great, I would buy that. No, hand over the cash. You want to validate that people want the product, and then from there, you want to consistently sell and come up with a process for getting this product in people's hands, okay? Or the service in people's hands. Like, you want to be able to come up with the process of how do I get this to people on a regular basis. Typically, it's simple as just saying, hey, you want to buy this? Right? Of course, you got to speak what they want, because if you just say, hey, you want to buy this? People will say, F off, right? But if you actually show people the benefits and you say, this oil, if you rub it on your stomach when you're cramping, literally release cramps in 5 minutes. want to buy this? They'll be like, yeah, or no. They're going to say no. A lot of people are going to say no. No means not right now. No means I got to go to the bathroom and you talking to me and you in my way. So bye. No means a lot of things. It has nothing to do with you. So your goal is to always make as many offers as possible. Your income is related to how many offers you make. And so you got to always be offering and understand that people, you offer, you need to lead with the benefit of others. And so that's how you get paid. You help people. Help people for a living. Wake up every single day and say, who can I help today with my product or with my service? Who needs this? There are people that are praying for what you know how to do. So it's your job to be visible. Here's the thing about business. The average person doesn't want to be visible. You want to start a business, but you want to hide behind a rock. In 2019, people want to do business with people that they know. Like they're trying to see who are you? Who am I doing business with? Because we get to choose, especially with social media. People are choosing. And so people think they need to become like a personality when you can literally just be yourself and trust and know that there's a whole universe of people that want to learn from you. They want to buy from you. They want to do business with you because of who you are, the way you are. God has made you beautifully and wonderfully made. Your experiences are yours, and your quirkiness and your whatever, it's yours. And so your job is to get in front of people. This was not supposed to be a business live stream, but I don't care. That's what you guys are talking about in the comments. You have to go through several no's all day. I always say I need 9 no's to get 1 yes, period. That's how I started my business. If I go talk to 10 people, 1 person's going to say yes. And so if I need 20 yeses for this week, how many people do I need to talk to? So now it's just a game of how many no's to get my yeses. And then the cool thing is now that you have that ratio, you have something to measure. And because you can measure it, you can begin to increase your yeses because you're learning why people say no. You're paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. And so then you can just keep increasing. Business is about measuring some simple things. Yay. Yeah, but mentorship is insanely and it's invaluable. It's invaluable. I've had mentors since the beginning of time. Someone has either just picked me up and said, hey, let me help you, or I've worked for free. Some people are not willing to do that as well. So many people are not willing to work for free and volunteer. I have volunteered, and when I tell you my extent of volunteering, like it's worth a salary, but I do it so that I can learn the ins and outs. I know how to volunteer, and in the meantime, while I'm working, I'm picking up everything that this person is doing, and so that's invaluable. Once I'm done volunteering, I have a skill set, I have a knowledge, I have experience that the average person doesn't have, so I have an advantage, okay? And so the average person, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because they're like, I need my money now. Okay, well, go get your money. Go get your money, go get your money. But that's the problem. People try to chase the money first. You have to actually get skill sets. So you need to seek out what skill sets you need. So when I was in beauty school, I got really smart. I was like, wait, I need to have certain skill sets. So I went to my director and was like, here's the plan. Here's what I'm going to do when I get out. So these days that I'm spending in your school, this is how I need to be. This is what I need to be working on. Your curriculum doesn't necessarily serve where I'm going. So I'm going to need you to approve this schedule so they don't mess with me out here on the floor, like we was on the salon floor. And my director was like, okay, I'm paying to be here. I have the right to ask that question and to show you what I'm working on and to go do it, right? I really appreciate your beauty supply store video because it shed a lot of light on the industry. People, that video gets so much, and I was just ranting. Yeah, I think it's the reality. I mean, that's a big monster, but people put so much. The beauty supply industry is crazy. Like beauty supply means that you are supplying beauty materials. So you can start that out your trunk. You know what I'm saying? Like I could literally just set up, I could go wholesale a bunch of products and come on here every day and show you how to use them, and they'll be selling. That's a beauty supply. And people keep thinking brick and mortar and they're trying to go against the Asian market or whatever the market is. That's crazy. Just start selling. Do you. And the way you actually show is teaching. Education is how you, like nobody's educating and saying, hey guys, don't use this, use that, do this, do that. People think when you educate, you're not gonna get a customer, but education actually builds the customer's trust in you. Thank you. Just swallow my green juice heading out to a business meeting. You're so awesome. Yay. I had green juice this morning too. I had beet juice and I had green juice and I have turmeric shots. I'm on my juicing today. I started up my design business on a good go feeling. Exactly. The thing about it is knowing thyself, guys. But at the minute, the moral of the story is today, you know, we talked about yesterday getting clear and writing out your goals. Today, the idea is simple. Understand that your goals are going to be tested. Understand that your dreams and visions will be tested. And that doesn't mean you should quit. That means you should figure out what muscle, what you need, what mentor, what book, what information do you need? Because I don't know what I don't know. And so if this has been given to you and you know for a fact that it's been given to you, you need to get really OCD about just what is it that I need next? Like, you know, and understand that circumstances happen for a reason and everything is working out for you. And it is your job to just relax, flow, hold to the vision, hold to the goals, be flexible on how you get to the things, because the way you thought you would get somewhere, that's definitely going to change. 9 times out of 10, that's going to change because that's what happens. But you got started, and that's what matters. The average person isn't starting because they're procrastinating and they're waiting for some perfect sign and all that kind of stuff. And here's your sign. Start. The end. Here's your sign. Start. Stop waiting. Stop looking at everything else and stop looking at all the reasons why it won't work. And if that's your majority thought, then definitely just stop trying to have the goal because you're talking yourself out of it before you ever start. I want you guys to go and check out the song Act Like a Success. It's online on any digital store. YouTube, you can check it out because YouTube is like a music place now. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's really a huge music hub. So you can go on YouTube and type in Act Like a Success, Lakeisha Michelle. You can go on iTunes, Tidal, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, type in Act Like a Success and use that song and use it as fuel as you begin to write through your goals and really start to become. Who do you need to become in order to achieve it? The song says, act like a success and think like a success. Whatever success means for you, you have to act and think like that now, even with no sign of the reward, even with no sign of it actually happening right now. You have to act like, think like, walk like, talk like the success you seek. So go get that song, download it, hit me on Instagram and let me know you got the song and say, what up? Instagram.com/Lakeisha Michelle. Or if you just go to the app, type in Lakeisha Michelle. I love you. I love you. That just gave me the boost of energy to educate on my products on YouTube. Amazing. Education is everything. People need education. There's enough for everyone. There is abundance. Because you educate doesn't mean that people will not, they're going to value you and they're going to choose you when it's time to buy. If you keep on educating and showing up and being consistent, people are looking to spend money with you. I have to tell you guys all the time in my tribe, stop buying stuff. Because sometimes you just be buying stuff, I'm like, yo, you already bought that. Stop it. Like, because the education is good. People value that and they're grateful. Somebody just said, thank you. People are grateful that you are enlightening them on why they need the product and service, on how the product and service is going to better their lives. Once again, I feel so blessed to have come across your channel. You are the catalyst for so much for our people. Thank you so much. I don't take that lightly. Thank you. That means a lot. I heard the quote that you have to know your vitamin. Oh, I like that. How about the beauty supply industry combined with salon? Like all of that's been validated before. So you just got to decide what you want. Like all of this stuff, when I say validated, guys, that means it's already proven. Somebody's already done it and they've done really well with it. The beauty industry is $1 billion industry. So if you start and you don't think about all the things that, like all of the turmoil, just start with, there's $1 billion industry. That means people are saying, I want beauty products. I want beauty services. I want beauty. That's like an industry that no matter what happens, it ain't going nowhere because we are vain and we want to look good and feel good, period. So in order to become your best, exactly. In order to become the best, you gotta jump, even if you're nervous. See, it's your turn to jump. You better get that courage. I love it. So listen, write it out, get clear, be bold and unapologetic. Understand that your vision and your goals are going to be tested. Be flexible on how you get to the outcome. Some of you guys are so dog-tied to the way that it happens. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Some of you guys are so dog-tired it has to happen this way that you're missing all the opportunity that's right in your face. You just need to know what your goal is, and you need to know what that deep desire is, and you need to be clear on like what's the lifestyle. A lot of times people get confused. What's the lifestyle that you desire to live? Because that's important, right? And so you look at your lifestyle goals and you look at these businesses. Is this the business that's going to support my lifestyle? That's all a business is. People get way too emotional. I've met so many people who are like, business is not emotional. Like, there's some people who are like, business is emotional. Also, there's the other people who are like, no, business is a way, it's a vehicle to a certain thing, like to a certain goal. You want to help people, you want to do whatever. Like, just know what you desire from your life. Because if you don't have the goals, your life is going to be all over the place, period. Like, if I know how I want to live. So people come to me with projects all the time and I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with my life vision. That's not going to fit. It doesn't go. That's why you need the goals. That's why you need the vision. That's why you need the plan. The vision will help you dictate things that come in and out of your life. It will help you dictate people that come in and out of your life. Opportunities that come in and out of your life. In the meantime, I'm Lakeisha Michelle. If you have any questions about anything that I've said, meet me at LakeishaMichelle.com. There's a chat thing. You can just chat with me there. Hit me up on Instagram. I love chatting on Instagram better than I do on Facebook or anything else because Facebook be getting on my nerves. It's too many things in the messages and it's just cluttery and it's just a cluster. So meet me on Instagram. I love you guys. I love you, YouTube. Thank you and take care and stay safe out there, my friend. Thank you. I will. Same to you. I will see you guys later. I'll probably live stream later today. So holla back.